Greetings, empathetic, intuitive, escapist Pisces. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And right now I'm going to do the tarot and astrology forecast for Pisces for the month of February 2019. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Also, I highly recommend that you watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, please contact me to have your chart done and we'll do a reading. And also, if you haven't watched the forecasts for the entire year for Pisces, definitely do that. I posted those at the end of last year. And I'm going to flip these over quickly, and then I'm going to go back and tell you the positions in further detail. But yeah, and definitely contact me to have your own personal New Year reading. It's a really fun reading. And you can still get it up through March, I think, early enough. So Pisces, as we enter February, it looks like you are disappointed about something, maybe some losses of the past or something that didn't go your way. But, you know, all is not lost. There are still full cups right there beside you when you are ready to stop mourning. And it looks like you are getting over the disappointment. And it looks like you are moving forward. You're covered by the Five of Rods reversed and crossed by the Chariot. The Chariot is forward movement. It may be even actually be travel or a road trip or journey of any kind, but it could mean more metaphorically just progress and forward movement in February for you. The basis of the situation is the Empress reversed. So, okay, this is different for different people. For Pisces men, this will be a figure in your life. It can possibly be your wife or girlfriend. If not, it is possibly a maternal comforting figure in your life. There's a wobble around her. She may feel stagnant. She may feel upset about something. She may feel sick, tired, something like that. For Pisces women who are mothers, I think or who are mothers, you could be feeling stunted, stagnant. For artists, you could be feeling a creative block or like you're not moving forward or you want to grow in a different way. What's leaving is an irresponsible man. What could come into being is a party, a social event. It looks like it could either be like decadent socializing, like a lot of drinking, or else it could be superficial socializing around mid-February. What will come into being is the King of Cups. So for Pisces men, it looks like you are being very romantic around Valentine's Day. And for Pisces women, it looks like your husband or boyfriend is being very romantic. And for singles Pisces women, this would be a new romance coming in for you mid-month. Fears or insecurities for Pisces are around the High Priestess. So this looks like there's a fear or insecurity around a maternal figure in your life or an older woman, a mother, a grandmother, or, you know, a wise woman in your life. Others see you as having a rebirth or regeneration of sorts right now, Pisces. Your positive feelings in February are about family, wealth, security, abundance, and love towards the end of the month. And it looks like, yes, and then at the end of the month, it looks like you're in a state of suspension about something or possibly changing your perspective. And it just looks like around the end of February that it's a good time for Pisces to employ a combination of balance and flexibility. So that is the read for the tarot portion of this reading. And if it's resonating to you and you like my style, please put Pisces love in the comments now. Thank you, Pisces. And now I'm going to move on to do some transit readings. And so February 3rd, Venus enters Capricorn. And Capricorn is sextile Pisces. So for early degree Pisces in particular, you guys will feel this at the beginning of the transit. This transit goes over the month. And so depending on what degree you are of Pisces, this Venus will hit your sun at a different time. But it'll, hit everyone over the course of the month. And if you want to know the degree of your sign, I can do a reading for you. But basically, Venus in Capricorn is a time about getting serious in finances. It's a time for boosting relations with business partners or co-workers. If you're an artist, this is a time to bring form and structure to your art. Venus is art, Capricorn is structure. Venus is love and romance or relationships, and Capricorn is business and finance. So that's how these meanings come to be. February 4th is the new moon of Aquarius. If you follow my channel, you know that new moons are incredibly rich and fertile spiritual soil to plant the seeds of intention for things that we want to manifest. And each new moon has different themes that it is the season to plant seeds of manifestation around. And new moon of Aquarius is a great time to set intentions around friendships, groups, organization, communities. A great time to set intentions around humanitarian ideals. It's a great time to set intentions around innovations or inventions, new ideas. It's a great time to set intentions around freedom. It's a great time to set intentions for the rebellion, and boy, do we need one right about now. And, that's all Aquarian kind of themes, progress, And February 10th, Mercury enters Pisces. It's going to be there until April 17th. And so as Mercury enters Pisces, for Pisces, it'll be hitting your sun at least. Many Pisces also have Mercury in Pisces, so there's a possibility of that as well. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. But for now, I'm going to stick to the more general. But yeah, during the Mercury and Pisces transit, I think that this is a nice transit for most Pisces because communication, the energy around communication is in harmony and in flow with what Pisces vibe is, basically. I think that there's more, the collective conversation changes to conversations about healing, about spirituality, idealism, dreams. In general, our thinking processes are more visual and intuitive and imaginative when Mercury is transiting Pisces. And then February 14th, Mars enters Taurus. And Mars in Taurus is sextile Pisces. So it looks like, I think that Pisces is going to have a very sensual Valentine's Day. And Mars in Taurus is very sensual. Mars can be the sex drive, but it's also just our regular drive towards goals. Mars in Taurus is very determined, stubborn, resolute. Taurus is patience, Mars being goals. When Taurus when Mars is in Taurus, we're kind of plodding patiently towards our goals in this period. We are playing a long game. We're planning for the long term. And Taurus is also finances. So a lot of times we're setting financial goals during the Mars and Taurus transit. And that goes until March 31st. February 18th is the biggest day in the February sky. And there's a few big things going on. And again, depending on the rest of your chart, the different aspects of what's going on are going to affect different people in different ways. And I'm giving the Cliff Notes overview, but as always, I recommend that you contact me directly to do your own chart and transit reading to get the most specific look at how this affects your life. But February 18th, Jupiter is biquintile. Jupiter in Sagittarius is biquintile, the North Node in Cancer. Now, there's a couple things going on here. Pisces is square Sagittarius, and so anyone who is 18 degrees to 22 degrees Pisces, this is going to be experienced initially as a very challenging aspect, but it's a really great aspect because through this challenge or test or, tension, contrast, if you will, luck and good fortune around your destiny and purpose is going to present itself. So it somehow leads to expansiveness around Dharma. Now, if you are a late degree Pisces, this will probably not be experienced in a contrasty way, but in a really harmonious, flowing way. And again, it's still that same thing of aligning with your higher purpose at this time and having a lot of luck and expansiveness and good fortune around that. It can mean actual travel that's somehow related to or associated with your destiny or higher purpose, things like that. So it's a really beautiful aspect. Again, it's going to affect, if you're born anywhere from like 24 to 29 degrees Pisces, it's going to affect you a little bit differently than if you're in the like 18 to 22 degrees Pisces. So what else? Oh, February 18th, Chiron enters Aries, and this is a big planetary ingress. Chiron is in Aries longer than anywhere, and particularly if you were born between 1969 and 1977, you will be experiencing your Chiron return during this period. And it happens for everyone around 50 years old, more or less. And it's a really important time in life. And if you were born in any of those years, I definitely recommend that you contact me for a reading and we look at your Chiron return together and the transits and things like that when it's happening and what area of your life it's going to really present itself. But when Chiron is in Aries, that's Chiron in Aries is the wounded warrior. Aries is the warrior, Chiron is the wounded healer. And so where Chiron is in our chart is where our deepest wound is. And then when there's Chiron transits, it, can highlight that in different areas at different times. And anyway, when Chiron is in Aries, we have to maybe confront the wounds that we have to heal, or sometimes we have to fight even though it hurts, or sometimes we have to be out the gate first even though we don't feel like we're the strongest or the fastest. We may be confronting issues of having to do with lack of courage or lack of motivation or lack of initiative. We may be forced to fight for ourselves or others. Aries is the fighter, the warrior. So this Chiron is in Aries until 2027, so it moves very slowly, and it travels through different people's charts and different areas and things like that. So it's very powerful, but one of those things that you really get more of a specific idea about when you get a one-on-one reading than I'm able to really convey over the general YouTube reading. But also the sun enters Pisces on February 18th. So happy birthday, Pisces. It's your season. And, during Pisces season, we are guided by altruistic feelings. In general, we're in our feelings more. We are given to daydreaming, imagination, fantasy, empathy, devotion, all of these Piscean themes. And then also, the shadow side of Pisces sun is, self-pity, elusiveness, passivity, those kinds of things. And then finally, the last big thing happening on February 18th is the Virgo full moon. And Virgo is the opposition to Pisces. So during the full moon, there's a lot to learn for Pisces. So this is a very important time for Pisces. There's going to be illumination for you. around, I don't know, things of an emotional nature perhaps. Also, Virgo full moon is a great time for organizing. It's a great time for purging the home, the body, like detoxing, cleansing. It's a great time for gardening, landscaping. It's a great time for anything that requires an attention to detail. Virgo also highlights health and fitness. Virgo highlights analytics, anything. It's a very analytical full moon. And for Pisces, sometimes, again, because Virgo and Pisces oppose each other, the analytical nature of this full moon could be cause some contrast for you. However, there's a lot to learn there. And then, yeah, I guess that's all I'll say for now. There's more to say about the Virgo full moon, I guess, but that's enough for here. And thank you, Pisces, for joining me today. If you liked my reading, give me a like. If you didn't like it, I guess give me a don't like, but I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with other Pisces that you know. Please watch the video for your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, please contact me to have your chart done. I can do readings over the phone, over FaceTime, or in person. So I can literally read for people anywhere in the world. So please reach out to me if you're interested in a reading. And please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is astrology.tarot.elianenicole, and my website is astrologyandtarot.com. Please, I have a menu and pricing list there, and hit the notification bell so that every time I post a new video, you're notified. And yeah, subscribe. Okay, thank you for joining me, Pisces, and I look forward to reading for you directly soon. Bye. Enjoy your February. Happy birthday.